Yo, man, I want to talk this morning about bitter baby mamas and why most men, baby daddies, run away because they're being pushed away. See, this morning I called my daughter. She got a phone now. She got her own phone. For years I wasn't calling because I had to talk through the baby mama. So I want to put y'all on this phone with her to see what I got to go through. And I'm pretty sure most baby daddies are going through the same thing. I just want to document this. I want to expose this girl because most women are doing this. And when you see a guy that's not in his child's life, 9 times out of 10, it's the bitter baby mama drama he's trying to avoid. Here's the call right here.
Take exit 267 on the right to
Hello?
Illinois 53.
Why every time I call about my daughter, you got a problem with it? She hung up. I'm gonna call her again. Bitter, mad, angry at the world. For what? Because I don't want to be with her. 10 years.
What do you want?
10 years. I called for my child. You still talking about. You still talking. I talk to my daughter every time I talk to her. I know what time my daughter get up. She get up at like 7 in the morning. So I called to see what's
You a
going on.
motherfucking rat. Come here
Okay.
downtown at schoolhouse.
Am I cursing at you?
My daughter was free.
Am I cursing at you?
I don't give a fuck.
Am I cursing at you?
I don't care.
Am I cursing at you? You ain't gotta care. We talking about Camille.
Alright, well,
You
leave
don't
me
have
the
to
fuck alone
care.
then, stupid bitch.
I'm a bitch. I'm stupid. This is what I got to go through. She's getting exposed. Here it goes. I can't talk to her. I stopped picking up the phone. I stopped calling. It's my fault. I'm a stupid bitch. She's not picking up. She talks about what I do in my relationships, what I'm doing with somebody else's child. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before. Oh, he treated other kids better than his. No, y'all just nosy. He's in a relationship. He's treating the child how he would treat his own. He's not separating the two. You mad because he's with her. Period. Now, let me make this call again because she keeps hanging up on me. Baby mama exposed. One-on-one. Years. Been going on for years. I can't talk. She don't know how to talk logically. I'm a bitch, I'm a hoe, I'm all that. I'm a bitch, I'm a hoe, I'm all that. Why can't you talk like a grown woman?
Why are you harassing me? Why are you harassing me?
I'm harassing you now. I'm harassing you. Why every time I call, you talking about everything else but Camille?
I'm just don't call me. What you calling me for?
You have my child. You have my child. That's why I'm calling. You have my child.
You didn't want your daughter. You didn't want your daughter when you was playing daddy to Jamie daughter. Now you lonely and your girlfriend left you. Now you want to play daddy to your own daughter. Boy, kick.
What does that got to do with my child? She's talking about
Turn left
me playing daddy to somebody else's child. Yo, now that y'all saw that, I want to speak to the bitter people. As men, it's bitter women out here, but I'm talking to mostly women, because y'all carry a lot of baggage with y'all. Some of y'all know it, some of y'all don't know it. So I'm going to speak on it. If you get riled up from what an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend say to you, you still got feelings. If you get mad, baby mama, if you get mad when you see him happy out with kids that's not his, doing things for kids that's not his, as he should be doing, as a father, stepdad, as a husband, he's treating those kids like he would treat his own. If you see that and you get mad about it, you still got feelings and you're bitter. See, I've been going through it with this girl for the past 10 years. I have to hear about what I'm doing with other women every time I call. I have to hear about how she doing well and how she got her business off the ground and how I'm mad and how I've been going down ever since I don't care about none of that. Guess why? Because my feelings are gone. No matter what she can say to me, no matter what she say to me, call me bees, call me hoe, call me ass, all of that. Every curse word in the book, talk down on me, it don't bother me. So she switched it. She saw that those words didn't bother me. So she started using my child. See, my child has a phone of her own. See, for a long time, I stopped calling because I had to talk through her. I left the house when my daughter was like 3 or 4 years old. My daughter is 13 now. I had to leave the house because it wasn't working between us. See, I know this. I'm a logical thinker. If it don't work, you got to let it go. If you didn't try at your last try, you didn't try at your all. You can't go back to a person that hasn't changed or is not trying to change or don't see themselves at fault. So you move on. If I would have stayed around, I would have hurt my child. I would have hurt me. I would have went to jail. Then I had to make a choice whether to leave this home, save myself, and keep a child with a father in the home. Because if I didn't leave this home, we were going to fight. I was going to go to jail. I'm going to keep fighting constantly, and my child would have been hurt. So I had to make that conscious choice. Should I leave or should I stay and make it work for the child? See, that's what some of us mess up at. We stick around talking about we're going to make it work for the child and then be miserable, living miserable lives. So with that being said, I had to go. And ever since then, I've been getting harassed. I was hurt for the 2 years. For 2 years, I was down and I was hurt. I was fighting off the bitterness toward this girl. I was fighting off the anger toward this girl. But then I got into a relationship. I got over this girl. Got into a relationship. 8-year relationship, to be exact. And then she started, when I used to pick up the phone and try to talk to her, she put me on child support. Mind you, I've been in the child's life since she was a child. And once I left, that's when she put me on child support. But I've been in this child's life since she was born. I don't feel a man that's in the child's life need to be on child support. But that's another story. Back to what I was talking about. Every time I called, it'll be a problem. Now she got a phone. Remember that. Now she have a phone. My baby has a phone right now. After like 9 years, she got a phone. She's old enough now to talk. So I stopped calling, stopped asking, because she couldn't be talked to. She busy telling me about how she living. She busy telling me about what she got, how much she's paying for, giving my child. we can't have a logical conversation. She's busy telling me what I'm doing and what I'm not doing and what I should be doing. It starts fights. So I stopped calling. This is the reason why most men run out of their children's lives and not come back. Some weak men. I'm strong enough to stick around and think of my child. So I kept coming back. I let a year go by, call again. She's still saying and doing the same thing over and over, telling me about what she got, telling me about how I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I can't do what I'm supposed to do. We stay 2 different states. You can't be talked to. How am I going to do what I'm supposed to when you can't even sit down and have a logical conversation? 2, talk about what am I supposed to be doing as a man? And you can't change nothing about me. I'm not going to let you tell me who I'm supposed to be and how I'm supposed to be as a father. That's one thing that you fail to realize. Women, some women, most women, bitter women, let it go. Don't know what it is. Either you're mad because you're stuck there and have to get up and feed her every day. I get that. That's something that you laid down. You had that child. We both laid down and had that child. So it's both of our responsibilities. But you should know that the burden would be on you more if you lay down with a guy that you hadn't even did any research on, or not even a logical thinker. You just getting in there because he looked good or she looked good. That's your fault. Women should take that responsibility and run with it and stop being bitter toward men. You know that a man can get up and walk away. You can also. But you probably don't want to walk away because of how somebody will talk about you. You probably don't want to give up on your child because of how people will look at you. Hey, don't get mad at the man. If that's who you are, don't get mad at him because you got to take care of a child. The mother is the first teacher. You better go back and look it up. Look it up. Pay attention. Look around you. Pay attention. You are the first teacher. So before you have a child, you're supposed to have plans on who you're going to choose and who you're going to let give you the seed to make the child. Not because of what they look like, not because of how you feel, what you're lonely at the moment. So you're just going to have sex and you hope that he's going to stick around. No, you got to do better than that. Once again, I've been trying as a man. I haven't ran away. I keep coming back. For the past 10 years, I've been going through this with this girl. She wants to talk about my relationship. When you see me with another child, you mad. You still got feelings. If you learn to let it go, everything will be all right. Let go of what he's doing and how he should be thinking and how he should be doing toward your child. It's not about the child. Because if it bothers you, you're the one that has the problem. That child don't want to hear that. A man can be absent in a child's life for 10, 11 years and still come around and she will still love him. He would still love him. Remember that. You wouldn't want nobody talking down on your daddy. Now would you? They don't want to hear that. Some children, you can turn bitter, you can turn them against their father the more you talk about them. I went through that, no lie. My mom used to be mad as hell at my daddy and then call her children to talk about it. At a point in my life, I started to turn on them. And then I had to turn back around like, man, why am I so mad at this man? It's because he didn't say nothing. He wasn't a confrontational type. He wouldn't talk down on his wife to his kids. Because that's what men don't do that. It's always the women. You can turn a kid against their daddy. For real. Y'all don't get it. Don't do that. Stop talking about your baby daddy to people. Stop talking about your baby daddy to the kids or around the kids. They hear you. Especially little girls. They don't like that. They don't want to hear you talking about their daddy. So why are you doing it? Think about that. Pay attention. So, back to the story. Every year I come back and try to see if this girl is still bitter and mad and angry. I used to try to call every year, like, okay, let me check. Let me see if I can talk to this girl out. But somehow she's still angry. Mad at the world. I don't know why. Why? She's mad. It didn't work. Let it go. It can't work. We are two different people. We tried to make it work. It didn't work. We're not going backwards. I'm not going backwards. I don't go backwards. We don't have nothing in common. Nothing in common. We grew apart. That's that. Let it go. But she don't know that she's bitter. She don't know that she don't need to be talking about what's going on in my relationship. You're being nosy. What does that have to do with me and your child? So many men go through this. So many men go through this and they give up. They finally let go. Once my daughter got her phone, I'm thinking I'm talking to my child. It's really her. Talking crazy to me, telling me how I'm not a daddy and I'm not treating her like I'm supposed to. I'm really thinking that this my child until I had to pick up the phone and I had to talk to my child. Like, damn, baby, is this you talking crazy to me? She told me, no, that's my mama. What am I supposed to do behind that? I fall back. I block it. I block my daughter's phone. I had to. Who want to go through that? For years, I stepped back again for some more years. Then I come back. I try to call. Oh, you a deadbeat daddy. You ain't this and you're running me off. You don't realize it. You're running me off. Simple as that. I step out of the way so I won't be harassed. I'm not finna go through stress because you can't make me mad, so you try to go through my child to make me mad. So many men go through this, but I'm here to talk about it. All men ain't deadbeats. It's some deadbeat women out here also. Some crazy, bitter women. You still got feelings. Let it go. Let it go. Period. You see, there are some good men out here. There are some good baby daddies out here. But when people don't hear you, sometimes you got to take them to a mirror and show them exactly who they are. Hopefully when she see this, she'll change. Now, what y'all seeing is my inbox. She says, bring me some dick. October the 18th. 2 days go by. She said, no response. Then she give me the eyes. I'm telling myself, man, why is this girl inboxing me? Then I say, about to block you, man. I don't go backwards. No point of us fucking. For real, for real. So I blocked her. Mind you, every time I try to call, it's a fight or it's an argument about everything else. I can't talk to her. But she want to ask me for some sex. No. There are good men out here. But in public, she telling everybody I'm a deadbeat. I ain't nothing. I ain't doing nothing for my child. I pay child support. I'm in my child's life. It's two sides to every story, man. She ain't thinking about her kid at all. She playing a role.